hidden beneath stone.
Jurassic World Frozen Dominion imagines the next evolution of the dinosaur saga, expanding the story into an environment never before explored in the franchise. After the events that allowed dinosaurs to spread across the modern world, humanity now lives in a fragile balance with creatures from a distant past. Cities, forests, deserts, and coastlines have all become unpredictable habitats where humans and prehistoric animals exist side by side. Governments and scientists struggle to control the situation, while ordinary people attempt to adapt to a world where encounters with massive predators are no longer impossible. In this new chapter, the focus shifts toward a mysterious frozen region where an unexpected discovery could change everything known about the survival of dinosaurs. The story begins several years after dinosaurs were released into global ecosystems. Their presence has reshaped the planet in ways no one anticipated. Some species have adapted surprisingly well to modern climates, spreading across continents and forming unstable ecosystems. Farmers struggle to protect livestock from roaming predators. Scientists attempt to monitor dinosaur migration patterns, and global authorities debate whether these ancient animals should be preserved or eliminated. The world is divided between those who see dinosaurs as living miracles and those who see them as uncontrollable threats. Within this fragile new reality, Owen Grady continues working as someone who understands dinosaurs better than most people. His past experience training raptors gave him a rare insight into their behavior, making him a valuable figure in the ongoing effort to study and manage these creatures. However, Owen's relationship with dinosaurs is complicated. He respects them as living animals but understands how dangerous they can be when forced into unfamiliar environments. His main priority now is protecting the small family he has built while staying out of the global conflicts surrounding dinosaur control. Claire Dearing has also changed dramatically from the ambitious park administrator she once was. After witnessing the destruction caused by corporate greed and scientific arrogance, she now dedicates her life to protecting both humans and dinosaurs from exploitation. Claire works with an independent network that investigates illegal dinosaur trafficking, black market breeding programs, and underground experiments conducted by powerful organizations seeking to profit from prehistoric genetics. Her mission is driven by guilt from the past and a desire to ensure that the mistakes that led to chaos are never repeated. The story begins to shift when an unusual pattern emerges in the Arctic region. Satellite scans detect large biological movements beneath layers of ice, suggesting that some form of prehistoric life may be hidden deep within frozen terrain. Scientists initially assume the signals are errors or ordinary wildlife, but the data grows increasingly impossible to ignore. There are signs that creatures larger than any known modern animal are moving beneath the glaciers. A remote research team investigating climate change accidentally stumbles upon the truth. During an ice drilling operation, they uncover the remains of a long-buried prehistoric ecosystem preserved within a massive frozen cavern. Even more shocking is the discovery that some of the creatures trapped within the ice have survived in a dormant state, protected by ancient environmental conditions that allowed their biology to endure through centuries of freezing temperatures. Among these discoveries are new dinosaur species unlike anything previously seen. These creatures evolved in extreme cold environments during prehistoric ice ages, developing thick insulating feathers, powerful limbs designed for icy terrain, and hunting instincts adapted to survival in harsh climates. When the frozen cavern begins to crack due to melting ice, these animals awaken and escape into the surrounding wilderness, creating a dangerous new chapter in the global dinosaur crisis. The news of this discovery spreads quickly through scientific communities and international organizations. Some see the frozen dinosaurs as a groundbreaking opportunity to study prehistoric evolution in extreme environments. Others see them as a catastrophic threat waiting to happen. These cold-adapted predators are larger, more aggressive, and better suited for survival than many previously known species. Their appearance could destabilize ecosystems that are already struggling to adjust to the presence of dinosaurs. Owen and Claire become involved in the situation when evidence emerges that the Arctic discovery may not have been accidental. A powerful corporation with a secret history of genetic experimentation appears to have been studying the frozen region long before the research team arrived. Hidden facilities buried beneath the ice suggest that someone was intentionally searching for ancient DNA and possibly attempting to engineer entirely new dinosaur species. As Owen and Claire travel north to investigate the situation, they find themselves entering one of the most dangerous environments on Earth. The frozen wilderness is vast and unforgiving, with blizzards, collapsing glaciers, and unstable ice fields creating constant danger. The presence of newly awakened dinosaurs only adds to the chaos, as massive predators begin hunting across snowy landscapes that offer little protection for human explorers. Meanwhile, a separate team of scientists and survival experts is sent to study the frozen dinosaurs before they spread beyond the Arctic region. Their mission is to capture biological samples and determine whether these creatures can survive outside their cold habitat. However, the team quickly discovers that the dinosaurs are far more intelligent and adaptable than expected. Several species demonstrate pack-hunting behavior and strategic movement across the icy terrain. Among the newly discovered dinosaurs is a massive apex predator designed by nature to dominate frozen environments. With thick feathered armor and powerful claws capable of slicing through ice, this creature becomes the most dangerous threat in the region. Its presence turns the Arctic into a deadly hunting ground where every movement could attract the attention of a predator perfectly designed for stealth and speed. As the story unfolds, Owen's understanding of dinosaur behavior becomes crucial for survival. He realizes that these cold-adapted species are not simply reacting to their environment, but actively exploring it. Their instincts drive them to expand their territory, which means they could eventually move south into populated regions if nothing stops them. Preventing that outcome becomes the central mission for everyone involved. Claire's investigation into the mysterious corporation reveals an even darker truth. The organization behind the Arctic research was not merely studying frozen dinosaurs, but attempting to use their DNA to create hybrid creatures capable of surviving extreme conditions. These experiments were intended for military and industrial purposes, turning prehistoric predators into living weapons that could operate in environments too dangerous for humans. This revelation changes the stakes dramatically. The frozen dinosaurs are not the only danger lurking in the Arctic wilderness. Somewhere beneath the ice lies a hidden laboratory, containing experimental hybrids that were never meant to escape into the natural world. If those creatures break free, the consequences could be far worse than anyone imagined. The narrative builds tension as multiple groups race against time. Owen and Claire try to locate the secret facility before its experiments are unleashed, while the scientific team struggles to contain the spreading dinosaur population. At the same time, the powerful corporation responsible for the research attempts to erase evidence of its activities, sending private security forces into the Arctic to silence anyone who discovers the truth. The frozen setting becomes one of the most visually striking aspects of the story. Massive glaciers tower over icy valleys, snowstorms reduce visibility to near zero, and ancient caves glow with eerie blue light reflecting through layers of frozen water. Dinosaurs move through this environment with terrifying grace, their breath visible in freezing air as they stalk prey across silent landscapes. Action sequences throughout the story highlight the unique challenges of survival in such an environment. Helicopters struggle against violent storms, vehicles slide across unstable ice, and characters must navigate frozen caverns that could collapse at any moment. Every location feels unpredictable and dangerous, reinforcing the idea that the Arctic itself is as much a threat as the dinosaurs roaming its surface. As the mystery deepens, Owen and Claire eventually locate the hidden research complex buried beneath the ice. Inside, they discover evidence of experiments that push genetic science far beyond ethical limits. The facility contains frozen embryos, hybrid prototypes, and detailed records revealing the corporation's plan to dominate global markets through engineered dinosaur species. The final act of the story becomes a desperate attempt to stop the release of these hybrids while surviving the increasingly aggressive dinosaurs outside the facility. Explosions, collapsing ice tunnels, and rampaging creatures create a chaotic battle between human ambition and the uncontrollable power of nature. Through all the action and suspense, the story continues exploring one of the franchise's central themes: humanity's dangerous desire to control life itself. The frozen dinosaurs are not villains but survivors of an ancient world, awakened by human interference and forced into a modern environment they never chose to enter. By the time the story reaches its climax, the Arctic wilderness S***